Hi, this is Sophia Marr with Remax Lake of the Ozarks, and I've got some helpful tips for you. I'm going to tell you 7 mistakes that sellers make. So, in my experience, the 7 mistakes that sellers make, number 1 is overpricing. Always make sure that within the appropriate spectrum of where the market value of your property is, that you're somewhere within the appropriate spectrum. So based on your goals and needs, you might want to be more aggressive and come in a little bit lower to maybe generate multiple offers or get it to sell quickly. Or you might want to be a little bit in that higher spectrum, depending on how quickly you want it to sell and your personal motivation, but you never ever want to overprice. If you overprice your property, you will not get showings and you will not get offers because you can't get offers without showings. Your home will sit on the market. As the days on the market start to tally up, then buyers will start to think, well, what's wrong with the property? And then you'll get lowball offers and the whole thing is just frustrating. So number 1 mistake is overpricing your property. The next mistake is utilizing a non-purchase appraisal or an out-of-date appraisal whenever you are coming up with a purchase price. You always want to work with a realtor to do a current market analysis of the property, not an old appraisal from, a refi or some other out-of-date appraisal, because the markets change, those comps change. Basically, it's not even relevant depending on what you were having the appraisal for. Sometimes a bank just wants to know there's a certain amount of equity because you were cashing out, and it really doesn't give you any true information about what the current value of your home is. The next mistake that I see a lot of people do is skipping the prep. When you list your home, you have to make sure that you do the prep work before it goes on the market. So you want to make sure that you declutter. You want to make sure that you neutralize. You want to make sure that you clean everything, interior and exterior, to really put your best foot forward. So it makes a lot more sense to go a little bit slower, make sure that it's ready before you throw it on the market, because you really want to put your best foot forward when you very first hit the market and get those first buyers in the door, because your first buyers are your best buyers. The next thing that I would say is never sell your property as is. What happens whenever you list your property as is buyers think, well, what's wrong with it? Why don't they want to provide a seller's disclosure? What are they trying to hide? Whenever you do that, all you do is hurt yourself in the process. And know that if someone writes an offer contingent on the inspections of your property, it doesn't bind you to actually address anything that they come up with. You could turn down making the repairs. You could, agree to make some repairs, but not all. It's all negotiable. So by not putting it as is, you could still technically sell it as it is. We could negotiate that. But by, advertising it as is, it just makes people think that there's hidden issues that, makes them kind of shy away from the property. So I would say that's definitely a mistake that people make. The next mistake that sellers make is being offended by a low offer. I will say that many, many times, buyers will try to see how low they can get it. They want to test the motivations of the seller, but that does not mean that we can't negotiate a lowball offer up to a price that you could be happy with and take to the bank. So I would say, no matter what, be happy when offers come in. Do not be offended by low offers. Let me think. I would say another mistake that sellers make is counting their chickens before they're hatched. So when we get a property under contract, that's just step 1. There's other steps that we have to go through. And, no matter what, if you're working with a realtor, they'll take you through those processes. But, don't, put the cart before the horse. Make sure that you know that once we get it under contract, there is other steps to get it all the way to closing. And finally, the last mistake that sellers make is not hiring Sophia Marr as their realtor. I will be your expert. I will take you through the marketing and listing process. I will get it on a contract for you and take you smoothly from contract to closing. So don't make that mistake. Hire Sophia Marr if you want to list your property. And if I can help you with anything, feel free to give me a call, 573-692-4082, and let me know if I can assist you at all. All right, thanks, friends.